I am an entrepreneur who I own this business consulting company, and we're transitioning out of doing all free work into doing paid work, like finally going from, paper to reality and really getting this experience in the business world. But we quit our jobs, a year and a half and 2.5 years ago. So we are at the end of our rope when it comes to money. We are out of our savings. We have no more credit that we can access. We are now in go mode where we have to earn money to have money. We have to use our business to get money to pay for things like our rent, our cars, and something that really means a lot to me is my son's birthday party. He really wants a birthday party this year, and I honestly haven't been sure how I was going to make that happen. Because, guys, everything in this business world takes longer than you expect. I mean, this is years longer than I expected it would take me to do, start turning profit. And it's not because our business idea isn't good, but it's because we have gone through a lot of things in this world where it's like, in this business world where we've been burned a lot of times. And we want to make sure that everything that we have and do is set up properly and that people are well taken care of as, clients of ours, right? So the manifestations that I have made lately in progress, specifically to the things that I've talked to you about. For one of the craziest first ones that I did do is that my partner, his Achilles heel, you guys, it is like literally, it is healing on its own. It's insane to say, but a few weeks ago, we decided, or like a month ago when it kind of started, we decided that we thought there was a potential that Alison could heal on his own. And that sounds a little crazy, right? Like, it sounds crazy. His Achilles was totally ruptured. And so initially we thought that surgery would have to happen, but we went to an ortho. I scheduled him for an ortho appointment, which happened to be the very last appointment that was available that day. It was at 5:30 p.m. at a walk-in ortho clinic. He walks in and he happens to have somebody who does have almost like a holistic mindset, and they were giving him options for how he could actually potentially do this without having to get surgery. And they were talking to him about the fact that more and more studies lately have been showing that, especially with younger adults, he's 28, but it's possible for you to actually heal from something like this without surgery, which was like, we didn't even comprehend that at first, you guys. Like, when you think of like a ruptured Achilles, that's like a rubber band being snapped, right? So they actually were super cool, and they gave us a link to the boot that he ended up using on Amazon. And they said, I don't know if it was a girl or guy, so I'm sorry if I keep on saying he, she. There was a nurse and also a doctor that were suggesting different holistic methods for him, which is like crazy. But anyway, they gave him a link to the actual boot that they give their customers, or clients, I guess, the customers at a hospital. Well, that they give their clients, and they showed them the little thing that they put on the heel, like that elevates the heel. That's also something that they prescribe to their patients, I guess would be the word, patients. And it was literally $600 less than what it would cost if you were to get it in the hospital. Because Alison explained to them, we don't have insurance right now, because we also don't have, we haven't had a job in a while, where we were kind of waiting to pay for insurance and just kind of paying out of pocket until then. I know all this stuff sounds so crazy, you guys, but it's just like the way we've decided to go about this. And anyways, if that's not what's right for you, that's, keep that in mind. But for us, we decided to go without our insurance and pay for anything out of pocket in the future that we would need. And that's obviously, that's a risk. That's a risk. But it is because we're very, very confident in our company that we've been working on for so long, that it's going to start turning this incredible profit. Not just because we are hopeful, but because we genuinely know like what we've built is going to be worth a lot of money. Like we have a lot of interested clients and all these things. Like we've been really building a company out, like really from the ground up. So yeah, it is a risk. Obviously it was scary when he ruptured his Achilles, didn't have insurance, but these people have been so helpful and kind, and they literally gave us all the tips and tricks like that we could possibly use for it. So interestingly enough, like it's actually working. Like it really is legitimately actually working, you guys. He has been elevating his foot with the little, it's like a, they're like these little foam pad thing. And he's been using his boot everywhere he goes. And then he's been watching a lot of YouTube videos. And another interesting thing that sounds literally crazy and magical and all these things is that he, a few weeks back, before he injured himself, bought me this tub of like emu oil cream, which is like this bright blue cream. It's called like Blue Emu or something. And I didn't end up using it. He bought it for me because I was sick and I was feeling like achy, and it said stuff like that it could help for achiness and all this stuff. But bro, what in the world? Like, what kind of luck is this? This is not luck, this is a blessing. That this emu oil, he starts putting it on his Achilles and he starts feeling a real difference, you guys. Like it really is like numbing, and like we didn't even understand necessarily what it was doing to him, but like he genuinely would put it on and felt like there was a serious difference. And we were like, okay, this could be placebo effect. But then we look it up, bro, and emu oil is known for like penetrating deeply into your body, like your like soft tissues, and can help and aid in the healing of soft tissues, bro. So he's been using that every day. He's been using his boot. He's been elevating it. He's been doing everything he's supposed to. And guys, I felt it the first day and it literally felt like Play-Doh. But then I felt it again recently, and I feel it pretty frequently, like, because I've done a lot of medical classes and things. So I kind of know what to look for. I just did a cadaver lab recently. My family members are all doctors. So like, I've always had medicine around me. So I've been kind of I'm not a doctor, but I've been trying to, like, just with what knowledge I know. And I feel like I am a healer. Like, I think that that's the Incan in me that has, like, this healing aspect. But it's like, I've been feeling his Achilles, and it has been firming. It has been strengthening back up. It literally feels like it's back to being connected, you guys. Like, his Achilles heel is connecting again. It is insane. His Achilles heel is all, like, it's literally healing. It's healing by itself, and it's only been like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. But he's seen on the outside that, like, any of the bleeding that he had seen is gone, and it was just like bruising. But he can feel himself healing. I can sense that he's getting more energy. Like, he is healing by himself without surgery, and has made like incredible leaps, you know, in his healing just in like 2 months, you guys. Like, I don't even think it has been a full 2 months, but it's crazy. So that's like the first thing that really has been manifested that I have been talking to you guys about, that I've been really praying on. And this is a miracle, you guys. This is a real fucking miracle. I want you guys to understand that these things are real. I'm trying to make you understand by showing you like the miracles that are happening in my life. I can even show you, like, I'll maybe talk to him about if we can get him on video to talk about it, but like, he is literally healing at a miraculous rate. It is insane. So that's the first thing. Another thing that happened is that the other day, a girl that's also part of the Utah Black Chamber contacted me, and she wants to, like, some advice in regards to social media, like how can she grow her social media, all these different things. So we talked long about it and all this stuff, and she was saying, you know, I don't have a ton of money that I can commit to this, but like I can do $100 a month, And I was like, you know what, just yesterday I was thinking about the fact that I'm a small business, and if you're a small business, like, I need to start bartering services with people instead of just like willy-nilly always asking for money. Like, let's think about what we can offer each other that's worth more than just, you know, like money at this point, because you have services, I have services. And she was like, oh, okay, awesome, that's a really great idea. And I had nothing intended in that. I was like, okay, maybe she can plan an event for Leverage to Live where we can do exposure, or maybe we can get an event going for like a seminar or something. Bro, tell me why the first thing she said was like, do you have a child's birthday party coming up that I can plan for you for free? What? I didn't say anything about my son's birthday. I didn't say anything about my son's birthday, you guys. And she said, is there a birthday coming up that I can plan for free? So we're scheduling a birthday party for him at our house. I sent her pictures of our whole thing. She's going to get it all together. She said, what type of characters does he like? And I said, Spider-Man. Bet. I have a Spider-Man Connect. We can have Spider-Man come to his party. Guess what else that is? That's literally on his vision board that I made with him this year. A vision board where it has like him, it's just a kid, but you know the idea. A kid high-fiving Spider-Man. He's not only that manifestation is coming true, but also it's coming true with the birthday party that I'm going to get for free because somebody wants to trade services. It was set up so beautifully. This is a miracle, you guys. One more other thing related to that I forgot to mention to you guys. I promised Malik that he could go to 11/11 when I saw that. I promised Malik that he could go to Disney World this year because I thought we were for sure going to have enough money for him to go. I said we should go for his birthday. For his 5th birthday, we're going to go to Disney World. And then Al-Hassan hurt his Achilles, but also we just don't have the money to do that. Like we thought we were going to be in a better place, but again, stuff always takes longer than we expect. So we had to be like, okay, well, we're still going to try and go by the end of the year, but right now we can't go for your birthday. I'm so sorry, buddy. And that was a really tough thing to kind of tell him. But then my family, the one thing, they don't support me financially anymore. Because, you know, I don't want them to. I want to be independent, especially since I have my own child. But they will help out when it comes to hotels and stuff if we're going on a family trip, because they just kind of help out everyone. They plan it all out and then they charge us for like a few things or whatever, but never the whole trip. And so this year they decided to put a bunch of different places into a hat, you guys. Literally all over the world. Places even not all over the world, even like local places more as like a joke, but like North Carolina, like Galveston. But they also were putting places like Brazil or like just like so many. And I have literally like 15 family members that were doing this, right? To decide on the next trip that they were going to take that year for a family trip. I get a freaking text from my family members that says, guess what? We put a bunch of places in a hat and we drew out Disney World. So our family trip this year is going to be Disney World in November during Thanksgiving, or right before Thanksgiving. Guys, that's on both me and Malik's vision boards. And that's something I really wanted to do for my son. But then on top of that, because we were going to Disney World, I was like, oh, he's not gonna be able to see Spider-Man there because it's in Disneyland. Maybe we need to go to Disneyland. But no. Someone is going to connect me with Spider-Man to go to his freaking birthday party. Like, what? That is a miracle. Those are manifestations in action. That is real manifesting, you guys. So the last miracle or manifestation that I've had over the last week was that I owed $2,500 for my cars today. I had to pay it today or I was going to get on the list of repo, right? I had no idea how this was going to come. I literally last night was like, where am I going to get this $2,500? I have some money that's still held up in Wix. I have $1,000 for sure, but I didn't know how I was going to get the $2,500. I didn't know how I was going to make that happen. Then we go to dinner last night for like a play date for my son, and we're hanging out with the family. I'm like, maybe something will happen here, yada yada. Nothing happens. But then Al-Hassan, the father of my son, my partner, everything, he on the way home was like, oh, we need to stop by Marina's. And Marina is a woman from the Ukraine that we've worked with in the past to do these like events to help do credit seminars and help people learn more about credit that are coming to the Ukraine. So we were helping Ukrainian refugees, and that's a nonprofit that she has, is to help Ukrainian refugees. We did this literally like 6 or 7 months ago, but she contacts him because she would like to give us a check. She would like to give us a check for the work that we did when we did this series, because we didn't ask for any money from her. But she still needed to do it, obviously, because it was a nonprofit. I don't know how all the details went, but at the end of the day, she told us that she has only one more day for us to cash a check that she wrote out to us to pay for the services that we did, and she really wanted to give it to us because of course it came through the nonprofit. We had only one more day to cash this check. We go pick up the check, and guess how much it is? $2,500. $2,500. And I picked it up last night. And today was the last day that we could cash that check. And today was the day I needed to pay $2,500 for my car. And it's paid. That's a miracle. That's a miracle. And it also doesn't interfere with this vision of life that I'm trying to create, where it's like I don't want money to just be given to me. I want it to be for something I've actually done. And we really did provide a service. We really did put on a whole series for these people on credit, and we just didn't want any of the money because we were like, we're just doing this to help. But she wanted to pay us, and it happened to be on the exact day that we needed that exact amount of money. That is a miracle. That is a miracle. And it reminds me that even if things aren't happening on my time, they're going to happen. And all I have to do is have faith. That happened in the last minute, and I feel like it was to test my patience and faith and to show me what is possible. I know more is coming for me. And one other thing that I'm really starting to realize is that we may think we have less time than we do. We may be more urgent or stressed or anxious for reasons that we don't actually, for reasons that don't exist. We don't actually need to be this worried or concerned. Right? So we just need to have faith. Like, for example, one of my cars also has another $2,500 that's owed on it. But I called and everything's okay. Like, we still can extend it a few more weeks. So even though I thought maybe there were going to be these hard deadlines and that I was going to be screwed and I was getting so stressed, it turned out that I had more time than I realized, and that everything is falling together exactly how it's supposed to, and that everything is coming together right on time. I promise you guys, your higher power exists, and they love you, and they're here for you, and you are guided, protected, and held through it all. Keep the faith. All my love.